Another day and another propagandist, and this is your favorite half Chinese. Today it is Koji Kawaguchi. And this person says, is this allowed in China? Because on a Japanese train, smoking and laughing loudly is a hard no. Yet, here are two Chinese guys puffing away like it's a street festival, completely ignoring local laws and public decency. Let's look.
すごいね。俺はバッテンだよ、最近は。バッテン。お前自分からポンチの玉言っちゃってんじゃねえか。お前バッツポン一緒にすんじゃねえぞ。
Remember, he said these are Chinese? That language looks an awful bit as Japanese. They are speaking Japanese. They are not Chinese. They are Japanese. Yet, this propagandist is saying that they are Chinese. It's pathetic, honestly. Why do these people do that? I mean, fine, you want to criticize China? Go ahead, but criticize on what is to be criticized. Why do you want to paint us as Chinese people and China as bad with fake videos like this? Do you think you do your own people a service? Lying to your own people. That's a grave sin. For us, we just look at you like you're an idiot, because you are. You don't even know the difference between Chinese and Japanese, yet you are here talking like you know everything about it. Is this allowed in China? Because on Japanese train, smoking and laughing loudly is a hard no. I think you're not even Japanese. You just used a Japanese name to be a little bit more... that the people will trust you a little bit more. And here we have the art of purpose. The Art of Purpose made a beautiful cartoon of conservative America and communist China. It probably is being made with AI. So I thought I make a other video or a video about it. And here, this is my answer to him. Socialist China and conservative America, live footage. Straight from Houston and Shanghai, from the streets. The real streets, not cartoon streets. This is the real deal. I don't know why these people need to lie so much. The art of, what was his name? Art of Purpose. It's just despicable. And then he has this about the... cage people sleeping in Hong Kong. I'm not sure if that still is the case. Actually, it used to be that there were people that were living like that in Hong Kong, especially during the time of British occupation. And mind you, everybody, Hong Kong is capitalist. This would never ever happen in mainland China. So I gave him a taste of his own medicine and gave him this beautiful picture of Houston. I deliberately picked Houston because he says, or at least he pretends to be a conservative. Conservative. You know what I mean. And then I said, they still sleep better than in the US. This is shameful. And then these people are using their energy not to fix this problem here in their own country, but they use their time to discredit Chinese and make Chinese look bad with lies. So they not only are trying to make Chinese people look bad, they're also making themselves look like a fool. And they are lying to their own people. Made also another picture, and here I say, I sure can see the difference, but in my case, I can just use normal pictures instead of AI-generated cartoons. Can we all see the difference between socialist China and conservative America? America! where you are free and can live free on the streets between filth, garbage, with the highest prison population on earth, where they are forcing the prisoners to do forced labor for big corporations so they can sell their products for a very high price to those very free Americans that are living freely on the streets. This is what it has came to. But when I start to debunk all these things, all these Westerners come, oh, you are paid propagandists, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you CCP, oh, you're shilling. Whatever that means. Honestly, wake up. These are the people with totally, continuously are attacking China and socialism. And when I debunk it, I'm the propagandist. You have literally people like this dude, Koji Kawaguchi, taking a picture of a street that is under construction and depict it as that is how entire China looks. Then says China calling itself a superpower. China never ever called itself a superpower. Bring me a place where they say, where the government says we are a superpower. Never. Tap water is undrinkable. Squat toilets is everywhere. Yes, they have squat toilets. That's how Chinese people used to go to the toilet. It is the culture. That's the difference between people who have a colonized mind and people with a decolonized mind. The Chinese, their minds have never been able to be colonized by the colonizers, even though China have been partly and sometimes entirely being colonized. The colonizers themselves, in the long run, became Chinese. They adapted the Chinese customs, not the other way around. But you, Koji Kawaguchi, probably the fake Japanese, I think you are from India, but I'm not sure. Because it's a lot of times that India's people are saying, kids peeing in the streets. Nobody in China is peeing on the street. They have public toilets that look better than most of the bars here in the Netherlands, where people can go to relieve themselves. But this is something typical that a lot of people from India are saying, the anti-China propagandists. I don't mean every Indian person, obviously. Modernity, maybe someday. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, then you have these people. Did you try using WeChat Pay yet? It's convenient. Yeah, it is. China is so extremely advanced, but I don't know why these people need to lie so much. And I also sincerely wonder, how much are they getting paid for such a picture? I'm just starting to wonder, are they included in that 1.6 billion that the United States is using? The 1.6 billion tax money from the American citizens that they are using to create lies to give them, feed the American citizens, to keep them oblivious from the rest of the world, to keep them uninformed, to keep them uneducated, to keep them ignorant. So they keep voting for the same things. They keep voting against their own interest. Because that's what it's for, right? If Americans only knew how China really is, they would demand it from their own government, and rightfully so, because they have so much money. Why do you have people living on the streets, right? Why? I don't understand why you have people like this living on the streets. Why is it possible I can make this kind of video? You cannot make it in reverse when it considers China. The United States cannot make this video in reverse. You just think about it. You just think about it. It is impossible to do. And you know what? You know what the worst thing is? China is still a developing nation. And it does not call itself a superpower. It calls itself a developing nation. And the government constantly reminds itself that it still has a lot of work to do. Unlike your government that says it is the #1 country and the best and everywhere else is a mess. You guys need to wake up. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you all think of this. I also have a buy me a coffee link only for the people that can afford it and also want to. You need to be able to want to also not only just have the money, but if you do not have that much money, please do not give to me. Then please just give me a like. I am just as happy with a cup of coffee and a little bit of likes from you guys. Thank you. Have a great day. Your favorite half Chinese.